Hello YouTube, today we're going to be upgrading the sink basin waste. I'm swapping it now for the clack version, more modern version, and you can see we've got the slots in there. Now that is for a sink basin with an overflow system. Now if you haven't got the overflow system, you want the solid version without the slots. Now the original waste was siliconed in, and caused me a little bit of work removing the silicone. I don't really recommend using silicone. If you don't get it right the first time, then you're going to have to take it off, clean it up, reapply silicone, check for any leaks. Can be a little bit messy, and yeah, like I said, it just makes it hard for the next time you come to replace that waste. So what we'll be using today, I'll be using some ptfe thread seal, which is a lot cleaner method. If we do get a leak on this, just add a little bit more ptfe to the actual thread to stop any leaks. So let's get this fitted and check it for leaks. Now as you can see, we've already removed the previous plugged waste overflow. So I'm just going to pop that in there, just going to make sure that those slots line up with the overflow at the top there. And what I like to do for reference is just put a little mark on there, so if it does turn on me, then I know I can actually turn it back into the original position. Pop the seal on. The washer. We'll just hand tighten this up for now. Now as this is going to be on show as well, I really don't want too much ptfe showing on the thread. So we'll put another mark on the thread just to see where the thread finishes. I'll probably tighten up a little bit more when it's been nipped up with the water pump pliers. And we'll just whip that off. Remove the seal. Now you can guarantee with these, when they do leak, it's usually coming in between the seal and the threads, and it finds its way down the threads. So I'm just going to wrap this round in a clockwise direction, just making sure you've got a good thickness without being too thick. You don't want to put it on too thinly or it's going to do nothing at all, and too thick you're not going to get a start with the nuts. Doesn't matter if we actually go past that mark slightly. Always trim that. Like I say, if we've still got a leak after we've applied this, we can always add a little bit more. Definitely a lot cleaner method than silicone. So we'll tighten that up and we'll check it for leaks. While you're doing this as well, just make sure you're lined up with your overflow marks at the top, that original mark we put on. Tighten this up by hand. And then get your water pump pliers and just nip it up. Right, so we'll test that for leaks. So that appears to be holding now, guys, without the bottle trap connected up yet at this stage. You can see we're completely bone dry. So we'll get the bottle trap connected up, double check that. Okay guys, so let's open the plug and test it for leaks. We'll also turn the water on as well, keep that running for a minute or two. And as you can see, we are bone dry. So we got that the first time. Very pleased with that. Much my preferred method, using the simple ptfe tape as opposed to the mess that silicone creates, and also the mess that it leaves behind for anybody doing any repairs at a later date. It's always sufficed for my handyman plumber type jobs. It's cheap to buy. There are other alternatives, of course, plumber's mate. There's also a Basin seal kit which you can buy as well. But yeah, ptfe has always sufficed for me. If I did have a leak, I could come back and just add a little bit more tape. It's a clean way of working. But as always, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope it's been helpful. If it has, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Also, if you've not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, and I shall see you on the next video.